Here at Hickey Metal Fab in Salem, this robot is trimming down 30 eye pins using a plasma torch.
We had this built for us about 10 years ago. What it does is burns various tubing and small little parts that we need to cut the end off. That used to be a sawed operation.
Adam Hickey is Vice President of Operations at Hickey Metal Fab and says by using a robot to perform this task, more parts can be cut to size faster.
Now we're able to put it in this little fixture here and run straight across it and cut, 40, 50 at a time in maybe a 20-second cycle versus cutting about 5 or 6 seconds per part.
That's just one example of how robotics is being incorporated into Hickey's manufacturing process. The company has 10 robots throughout their factory, either in use or in the planning phase waiting to be implemented. To make sure the robots perform the tasks manufacturers need them to, each must be programmed how and when to move.
It's more simplified than it was, say, 10 years ago, because the robotic manufacturers have simplified the programs so that somebody with the right training and with the right background can use a pendant and create the movements that are required for the robot.
Blake Ryan is Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Taylor Winfield Technologies in Youngstown, where they help companies integrate robotics into the manufacturing process for their customers. Ryan says in some cases, robots need more than just programming in order to perform tasks.
Sometimes that involves a vision system to orient the part that's working in collaboration with the robot so that the robot is positioning the part properly for whatever the next step of the manufacturing process is. What the robot is doing is it's steam cleaning a part. So there's a steam cleaning apparatus at the end of the robot arm, and this one is designed also with vision incorporated into it. Now the vision is going into a washing environment, so we have to have it covered, and the customer from a routine maintenance standpoint has to clean the cover so the vision system can keep seeing what it needs to.
Many robots, like the one seen here, are being used to perform repetitive tasks that don't require much skill.
Move a guy from a job that may be repetitive and routine and use them in other areas of the shop where their skill set's more in tune for that job, and we'll use the robots for the higher volume parts.
Nick Peters is Vice President and Engineer at Hickey Metal Fab. He says automation helps workers use their time more efficiently.
There's just not enough time in the day to make some of the parts. So we look for automation as a way to be more efficient and to build product quicker. And also we look at it as a way to possibly free up some manpower.
And Ryan agrees, saying that robots are typically used to automate manual processes, so workers don't need to spend time performing lower skill tasks.
Generally speaking, they're for lower technology jobs or simple labor jobs. So what they would be used for is to move a part into a specific position so that something happens with that part.
And making sure the parts turn out the way manufacturers want goes back to the programming.
I think the programming of the robot will become even more simplified than it is today.
If what you are having it do has an error in it, it will repeat that error. But with proper programming and setup, you get a very consistent part out of an automated robotic cell.
Youngstown State University is committed to being a leader in additive manufacturing education. Learn more at ysu.edu.